Donald Trump kind of spilled the beans earlier this week on Tuesday when he was asked by reporters about the United States' relationship with Saudi Arabia, how that could play into any potential attack on Iran to maybe avenge our friends in Saudi Arabia and avenge their poor oil that was attacked. Also, remember, nobody died in any of these attacks, by the way. Nobody. Just some oil. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind with all of this. But nonetheless, Trump was asked about the relationship with Saudi Arabia and whether, maybe they needed aid from us. And Trump said, no, Saudi Arabia pays cash. We would certainly help them. They've been a great ally. They spent $400 billion in our country over the last number of years. And as the Daily Kos points out, that's a very odd way to say that. They've spent $400 billion over the last number of years. Almost as if he was some kind of computer program that couldn't think of the number, so they just put the default number in there. And as Daily Kos also points out, that's not true. Last year, Trump was touting an arms deal with Saudi Arabia that was going to create 40,000 new jobs here in the United States, was going to cost $400 billion, but it didn't go through. So that didn't actually happen. But let's be honest. Saudi Arabia does buy billions of dollars worth of weapons from the United States. They also give us oil. And those are the only two reasons why, historically, the United States has been such a good friend with this country, whose leadership is one of the worst human rights abusers on the planet. Now, in Trump's case, it's not just because of the weapons and the oil, also because the Saudis tend to love Donald Trump and his properties. I mean, hell, they own the 45th floor of Trump Tower in New York. So he personally gets a lot of money, and maybe that's what he was referring to when he said, no, they pay cash. Oh, I'm sure they do pay cash for that 45th floor, Donald, because they probably don't want us knowing where that money's coming from. So it probably is easier to hand over an unmarked briefcase full of cash to your accountants rather than having to write a check. But nonetheless, he has exposed the entire relationship we have with these human rights abusers over there at the leadership of Saudi Arabia. I mean, seriously, the treatment of women, the treatment of LGBTQ individuals over there, the treatment of Jamal khaShoggi, all of that we're just willing to overlook. The bombings, the death they are causing in Yemen, murdering children on a school bus. We're okay with all of that because, as Donald Trump says, they pay cash. They buy our weapons, they give us oil. And as long as you do that, it doesn't matter how you treat your own citizens or any of your neighbors over there. Oh, you're involved in slaughtering tens of thousands of them? Oh, that's kind of bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. I didn't see this order form for all these new jets you want to buy. Come on, bud, let's go get a drink. That's the United States relationship with Saudi Arabia summed up. We don't care what they do to other people over there, as long as they keep buying our weapons and sending us oil. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.